And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live on the road today with Elizabeth and Golf Course. You see behind us here. We are here with United Way, brought to you by Carter County Bank. Our buddy El Presidente, Andrew McKeon, is going to join us here in a few minutes. So, coming off the big wins last night, again, a 63-point night for the T.A. Duggars Fighting Cyclones. JV won 28-0 before they called it in the third quarter for Lightning. And then you better, oh, it does work there. Okay. El Presidente's hooked me up a fan. That's good. It's a little muggy out here, but you know what? We're here for a great cause. And last night, the second game, 35-0. Our players of game were Cooper Fair, Elijah Odom, and Will Lewis. And so 63-0. And so we get ready for what's going to be a rock'em sock'em affair. You see on the screen 7 days from tonight. 7 days. You're perfect. He's hired. He's my roadie. How neat. Thank you, sir. 7 days, 7 hours, and 37 minutes. We get ready for Elizabethton Cyclone football week tonight. Eddie Fletcher is truly going to bring it to you on the Cyclone Network. 6:50 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff, 102nd meeting. You've heard the hype, and so it's here. We'll scrimmage tonight. It's a scrimmage at 6 o'clock. It's free against Union Virginia, which is a good football team. They're coming to town from Southwest Virginia, so you get a chance to come watch them scrimmage and to get a final look at Cyclone football tonight before we get ready and drop the green flag, if you will, and start the 2026 season next Friday night. So, but we're here today at Elizabethton Golf Course. Leslie's going to join us. Andrew's going to join us. Going to showcase some nonprofits. We're going to talk sports. We got lots going on. How about my boy last night, Fernando Mendoza and the Raiders? Well, they got beat, but he looked good. So we got six last night. Got what, 3 NFL games tonight. We got 6 or 7 more tomorrow. We'll tell you about that. We've got the Little League World Series cranking up. We got the FedEx Championship going on in Memphis. Jordan Spieth, part of the leaderboard, which is refreshing to see if you're a golfer. He's one of the big dogs in PGA. Got baseball. Lots going on in the baseball team. Some big schedules, big series, I should say, this weekend in Major League Baseball. So lots going on. Let's get it started as we always do with the national anthem, and then we'll jump in. We will, and we'll visit with our bud El Presidente of Carter County Bank, our buddy Andrew McKeon. Love him to death. He's a great guy. And let's get it started with the national anthem. And we're going to go down here and pluck Food City and then come right back and get going.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, I told him what I did, and I can tell you what I did. I was trucking my way to Food City and Gray, and I thought, whoa, whoa, cowboy, you ain't going to be there today. You're going to be with El Presidente, Andrew McKeon, at the Elizabethton Golf Course. So, U-turn, welcome to my world. So, I'm sure you've never done anything like that out there in internet land, but I did it this morning. But here we are, ready to go. He is here from Carter County Bank, and we love coming over here, United Way of this great area that we're in, of course, in the region, Elizabethton and Elizabethton, Washington County,
Washington, Carter, and Johnson.
Washington, Carter, and Johnson. Make sure I got enough volume. Had to
United
turn it down
Way of
last.
East Tennessee Highlands.
There you go, East Tennessee Highlands. So it's Carter, Washington,
And Johnson.
Johnson. So, which are three great counties here in Northeast Tennessee. Rain has subsided. The sun's come out. It's a beautiful day for golf. And so, tell us what's going on. How many teams? What's going on out here today?
Well, we have 16 teams ready to play. We're going to have some Chick-fil-A somewhere around noon, and then we're going to tee off about 1 o'clock and be ready to roll. And hopefully we get this nice weather all day. But we're going to raise some money for the United Way and kick off the campaign. We're getting ready to start the campaign. So if somebody's out there and wants to write a check to the campaign, or their business wants to do an employee-sponsored event, where they can debit from their paycheck, $5 a check. That's what's that from 20? If you get paid 26 times, that's $130 for a year, and you're just giving up $5 at a time. So that's 1 7 brew every 2 weeks. You'll be all right. So it's a great cause. I mean, Leslie and her team did a great job looking out over the flood. Over the last couple of years, they took that task on, and we had a lot of people willing to donate to this area, but nobody was really coordinating it, and so we just the United Way took on the coordination of that and kind of moved the funds around to all the areas. Even went down to Greene County and Unicoi County and just handled that for everybody.
Carter County Bank is a huge supporter of United Way, are they not?
Yes, sir. Ever since I've been with the bank for 31 years, we've always ran a campaign. Bank of Tennessee has always ran a campaign, so when we merged, it was a good fit as well. We have auctions and raffles where people can win a day off or a half a day off. So on paydays, we do that. So it's another way to raise money, and people can buy their way to a day off. So it's great. We also do things where if you pay a fair share, you can buy a half a day off as well with your donation. So it is something that's near and dear to our hearts and something we sponsored for many, many years.
And when we get Leslie in here in a little while, Leslie Dalton, the executive director, you'll hear and see that they need the money. Well, I can only give $10, whatever you can give. She'll show you here in a little while how much she can stretch that money to all these nonprofits in Carter County, Johnson County, and Washington County. They need our dollars, and otherwise, if they don't get them, a lot of them will be in serious trouble. So we got to step up and do this.
Yeah, they can parlay our donation into, so for grants they have to have, a match. It's a 50-50 or whatever. So they can take $1,000 that we give them and use it to match a grant, from the state. So they can just turn our 1,000 into 2,000. So it's a great fit. Carter County this year didn't fund all of our agencies in the area, the Boys and Girls Club, Senior Center, and the Animal Shelter. They're going to go back and circle back and try to get those, but there's no guarantees at this time. So we've got to fill a gap.
Got to fill the gap. 16 teams out here to do it today. Again, who won it last year, by the way?
Mapes Piano Strings won it last year.
Are they back to defend?
Oh, yeah, they're back to defend.
All right.
Typically, BCS Wealth and Mapes like to pass it back and forth. So I don't know what kind of team BCS Wealth is bringing. So they're here trying to get their trophy back. Mapes will be here trying to defend it. And then we got 14 other teams, some of them that are playing for the first time. So it'll be interesting to see who wins this thing.
Carter County Bank got a team?
We have a team.
Are you on it?
I'm on it. That'll hold us back a little bit, but hopefully the other three pull us through.
Who are the other three?
John Wagner,
Right.
Mike Matheson, and Kirby Connell.
Kirby Connell.
Yeah.
The Kirby Connell.
The Kirby, bring out a lefty. Maybe he can hit it a different direction and make us successful here today.
That's awesome. Kirby Connell, who pitched for Botello and the NCAA national champion.
College World Series champion.
You got it. Tennessee Balls. So Kirby's here. Might be cool to get him on for a minute or two. If that's possible. We're here again at Elizabethton Golf Course. So out there, how do we do it? Well, Leslie will tell us too, but how can we jump in there and give and help? If you're in Carter County, Washington County, or Johnson County, this is your chance. It's East Tennessee Highland United Way. So how can we give?
Yeah, you just need to reach out to Leslie and her team if you want to start a workforce campaign. And if you just want to write a check, you can just drop that check to the United Way of East Tennessee Highlands, for whatever number that's good for your budget. $100, $1,000, whatever works for you.
Yep.
So we've got, like I said, we got a lot of great organizations that we support. And whatever amount you can give, we're not going to tell you that it's not enough, because
No.
every dollar is the right amount.
That's exactly right. If it's $10 a month, $10 whatever it is,
Yeah.
you can give any to help these nonprofits, and the nonprofits will encompass everything from little people, youngsters, to baby boomers, to senior citizens. And you'll hear some of the programs coming up here in a few minutes that Leslie will tell us about. So it really runs the gamut.
Yeah.
Or I guess you can even earmark and say, okay, I want to give it for this particular group.
You can.
That'll work too.
Yeah,
So,
because like you said, some people are more passionate about seniors or youth or
Mhm.
whatever, and we've got them all.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter who you're passionate about. We are supporting them.
you got it. Carter County Bank, it's why we're here. My bud, El Presidente. We were together over in Boone. We're together here now, so we're running pretty tight together.
Yep. It is. So
He's a keeper. I like him. He's a good man. Everybody never heard anybody say anything bad about Andrew McKinn. He's a good fella, and Mama's good. The little ones, see, the Queens at UT.
yep.
That was tough, wasn't it?
It was. It's a tough day, but that's what you're supposed to do: raise them up, and hopefully they move on and go do their thing. And that's what she's doing. And it's tough on mom and dad, but
Yep.
we're proud of who she is and what she's striving to do. So she's got our full support, and we'll just travel to Knoxville to see her.
The Marine told us, boys, you raise them up to raise them out. So get them out of the nest and move on. And it's tough to do, but he did. So he took his oldest to UT. She's a freshman now, and then the little man's still around. He's chasing a white ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a golfer for the golf team. He's a sophomore at the high school. So
Yep.
we're excited with what we got ahead of us.
Yep. Good peeps. Good peeps. All right, quick break. We'll come right back. We'll take a look at some sports. Got some interesting birthdays today. One of those being Magic Johnson's having a birthday today. We'll take a look at who all, see, Tim Tebow's a birthday boy today. So we'll take a break, come right back, and we'll see just exactly what's going on in sports. Leslie will join us in a few minutes. We are live here at the Elizabethton Golf Course with United Way, again, East Tennessee Highlands and Carter County Bank. Talking to Mike Barnett, the owner of Big John's Closeouts, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Why buy here from the local guy versus the big box chain stores?
Well, I think, one of the things you have to consider when you're talking about buying local is you're supporting people that live in your community, that worship with you, that are involved in civic groups with you, that your neighbors, people that you've known for years, and also, the proceeds stay right here in Carter County. They go to not only pay the taxes here and stuff, which any business that exists here does, but it supports athletic programs, it supports nonprofits, it supports needs within the community, maybe where you've got a veteran that has a need or something that we can help offset the cost through discounts or donations, and stuff. Then we get hit with that quite a bit, as far as that nature. So we're able to help the community as well as encourage our young people, both from small all the way up through high school, with banners, sponsoring their sports teams and stuff of that nature. Plus, we have a vested interest in helping the customer that comes in. We want them to get the right item for the job and leave with what they need to finish that job. We want to listen to them, understand what they're doing, and they're not just to us just a number, if you would. They're someone we want to build a relationship with and a friendship with that trust us.
Pretty simple, folks. Be loyal, buy local, and buy from Big John's Closeouts in downtown Elizabethton, where they hammer high prices. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take some quick look at sports. And Leslie's here. We'll get our first nonprofit in here to visit with us, too. Gotta have your funds, folks. Again, Carter County, Washington County, and Johnson County, East Tennessee Island United Way is why we're here. And so we'll let Leslie talk here in just a second about how you can give. And you say, well, I can only, as we said earlier with Andrew, I can only give $10 of whatever it is. She's going to show you in a minute. We do this every year. What will $50 a month get her? What will this get her? And so we'll do that coming up here in just a few minutes. Couple of birthdays today. Halle Berry having a birthday. She's 60, quite the actress. Steve Martin, a wild and crazy guy from back in the day. He's having a birthday. He's 81. Tim Tebow, who's just in the Tri-Cities a week or so ago with the human trafficking seminar and lecture he presented. He's having a birthday. He's 39. Magic Johnson from the Lakers fame is a birthday boy. He's 67. NASCAR driver Rusty Wallace. Hello, Casey Wayne Scott. How you doing? Your son can play. Whoo! That old boy can play football. Last night, number 57. He's a hoss. He can play. That was fun to call that one last night. Rusty Wallace is 70. If you remember the Brady Bunch, I don't know if you remember the Brady Bunch. Leslie's probably not old enough to remember the Brady Bunch, but Susan Olsen, who played Cindy on the Brady Bunch, is 65 years old today. So there you go. We'll take a look at Kyle Schwarber in the Field of Dreams game last night. The Phillies and the Twins, they played the game out in Iowa where they filmed the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. But first, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to get her setting up and ready to roll. We're going to talk with her about United Way, the East Tennessee Highlands, Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties while we're here. Elizabeth and Golf Course brought to you by Carter County Bank. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson, and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here again at Elizabeth and Golf Course, EGC as we call it, and we're here for how many years have been coming? Three or four?
Quite a few. I couldn't even count at this point.
How many years you been with United Way?
I've been with United Way for 7.
I'm almost sure I've been here 6. I think I started coming right after COVID, I think. I don't know. Anyway, we're here today.
That's about right, yeah.
And we're here, and we're having a big time already because she's a hoot. We like being around this young lady. She's your official title is? ED?
President and CEO of United Way of East Tennessee Highlands.
There you go, CEO. She'd be the big dog, or in this case, the big dogette. So that's awesome. What's the goal? Campaign started. What's the goal for this year?
Our goal this year is $1 million.
Wow. What was the goal last year?
850,000.
And we nailed it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I love it. So
we upped that goal.
We stretched it to $1 million. You would think in 3 counties, Carter, Johnson, and Washington would be a stretch. It may be, but that's good. We got to stretch our billfolds because, how many nonprofits do you serve?
We serve 30 nonprofits.
30.
In those 3 counties. Yeah.
Wow. We're going to have a couple of them on here today because they're out here. They were gracious enough to come by, and we want to put them on. So, and as I said before she got here, it runs the gamut from little people to baby boomers to senior citizens. So, all facets of our demographics and our population is affected. So, Helene still have the after effects of Helene, but are you still dealing with that?
We are. We are still dealing with recovery. We're getting close to people being back to they were before the hurricane, but we're still helping people out right now.
That's incredible. It's been what, 2 years?
It has, yep, 2 years in end of September.
So August 14th, 2026. What are you still doing to help folks?
People are still realizing that they've had some damage from Helene. So when that happens, we'll go in and help clean that up, get them back to where they were before the flood, the hurricane. But we built a lot of houses. We've helped a lot of nonprofits supply furniture and different things for the homes and just making that house a home for them. And mental health care is still a big piece of Hurricane Helene. So we're still in it. We're here till it's done.
Now, mountain people in general, don't want any help. They're stubborn, they're prideful, and I don't need any help. And then they realize now, even 2 years into this, that, you know what, I do need help, right?
Yes, I think a little bit of that is people realizing that they need the help and they can't do it on their own, and we'll be there when they ask for it.
Let's start with corporate. Let's start with companies that you would love to get plugged into United Way in the campaign and giving. How does that work?
Yeah, so our companies are really great about doing workplace campaigns, and that means their employees can come together. Each employee gives a little bit, and it adds up to a lot. So, for instance, if you have an employee base of, say, 900 employees, each employee gives $1 a paycheck, you're looking at a $20,000 campaign. So every little bit they can do together creates just that difference in our community and has that larger impact.
So companies can be defined as what? 3 people? I mean, what do you see as a company?
Yeah, anybody, even a one-person shop can help us with the campaign for sure.
Yep, even self-employers.
Yep.
So then you take individuals, same thing, that we're not in a company per se, but we want to help. We can kind of pinpoint particular agents we want to help too, right? I mean, we can say, I want to help this group or that group, and you don't.
Absolutely, yeah. So our 4 pillars, we're looking at breaking the cycle of poverty, and we look at healthy communities, youth opportunity, financial security, and community resilience, which is our Hurricane Helene natural disaster piece. And so really you can give to any nonprofit and we'll get the donation to them. But really within those 4 pillars is what we look at when supporting our nonprofits in the community. And all of it stays local. It goes to our local nonprofits.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the NFL preseason. We had 6 last night. We got 3 tonight. We got 7 tomorrow night. The Titans played last night. See how they did against the 49ers. My team didn't win, but they look good, the Raiders. So we'll run down that, and also Major League Baseball coming up here in a few minutes. So we do this every year. We're talking to Leslie, you see on the screen, from East Tennessee Island United Way. So I'm going to give you $50 a month. That's $600 a year. What would that, for $50 a month, folks? That's not very much money. We'd like to have more zeros on the end of that, but we'll take $50 a month times 12 at $600. What would that do for you?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to hear from our senior center, and our seniors really depend on volunteers to provide meals, to provide transportation to doctor's appointments. So that would definitely go a long way to help a senior have a companion and some place to go where they can have that camaraderie and people to talk to and hang out with.
We'll back it down. We'll go $25 a month. What would that do for you?
So we're looking at some children who may have need to go someplace safe while their parents are working, and they can go to our after-school programs, get some mentorship, get some extra help with their homework. That's where that would go.
We take all comers, folks. Again, if you can give $10 a month, look, it's $120 a year. So that's $120 she didn't have on the way to the $1 million goal. So it will impact kids. It will impact middle-aged folks, and we're getting ready to meet the young lady that will impact senior citizens too. So it's all here. Social media, how do we find you?
Yeah, so we're on Live United, UWETNH. Just look up United Way East Tennessee Highlands. You'll find us
there
on
you
Facebook, go. Instagram, and LinkedIn.
It'll pop up. So you got some nonprofits here today, don't we, to talk?
We do, absolutely. Senior Center, we'll have Coalition for Kids. We'll have quite a few nonprofits here.
We want to talk to them as long as we're here. Are you a sports fan?
You know this, Tom.
Yes.
Just enough to be dangerous.
Just enough to be dangerous. Is there a football team you follow?
Oh, my goodness. So if my boys I would have to say Green Bay Packers and New York Jets for my boys.
All right. So are you a college sports girl or pro sports lady?
Probably pro.
Pro? So you like the Packers? Your boys like the Packers? Have they swayed mom to follow the Packers a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah.
All right, Packers and who'd you say the other
The
one?
Jets.
The Jets. There you go. Packers and the Jets. All right, that's good. Thank you as always.
Thank
She's
you.
a neat lady. She does a great job. Works hard. Gets after it. And the proof's in the pudding. We hit the goal last year of 850. Now we've stretched it for these three counties to $1 million this year. Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties, East Tennessee Island United Way. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. And we're going to take a look at NFL preseason. We're going to take a look at this young lady from the Elizabethton Senior Center and see what she has how we can help her and the nonprofits. And also talk about that big win last night. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones 35-0 over Sullivan Central. So they picked right up where they left off last year, where they ran the table, went undefeated. And so last night combined, the JV won 28-0. And Sullivan Central's a good team. They had just won last week, so they were 1-0 coming in. JV wins 28-0 before they stopped it for Lightning. And then the varsity won 35-0. We'll talk about that and more coming up right after this on the Tom Daly Sports.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, we're live here, Elizabethton Golf Course, United Way. We're all about it. Carter, Washington, Johnson County, East Tennessee Island. We need your help, individually or corporately. And in fact, the first one, the agency we'll look at is
the Elizabethton Senior Center here in Carter County.
Tell everybody who you are, please.
My name is Brittany Schell, and I'm the Executive Director of the Elizabethton Senior Center. We serve seniors age 55 and up, and we provide services at the center and to the community for our homebound seniors.
How many folks do you deal with, ballpark?
Ballpark, when you add the homebound seniors, I would say around 1,000. Yeah.
Wow. Geographically, that encompasses where?
All of Carter County.
All of Carter County.
Yeah.
So you have 1,000 seniors. Some of the programs, some of the things you do at the Elizabethton Senior Center.
We provide transit to and from the senior center. We have homebound meals. Over 400 homebound meals go out weekly to the homebound seniors. We serve congregate meals in the center. We provide wellness, recreation activities, educational activities, and we do a lot of resource connecting, so helping seniors understand the services that they can qualify for and assist them. So we do a whole lot.
Senior, by definition, age-wise, would be what?
Well, you can join at 55.
55? Okay.
But technically 60 is the magic number.
Okay.
But the earlier you join, the earlier you can start to really reap the benefits of healthy aging, you know.
Did not realize y'all fed 400 folks a week.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that in of itself, when you go to the grocery store, you know what it's going to cost. So that's not cheap to feed these folks. And so that's a way your money can help feed the homebound seniors across Carter County by giving the United Way. So as I did with Leslie, $50 a month. And I can earmark my money and say, okay, I want to give $50 a month to the senior center. What would that do? What can you do? That'd be $600 a year. How can you stretch that?
We can stretch that pretty far. We do a whole lot with a little bit, and United Way is a very incredibly important piece of how we operate. So
you take that money you get from United Way out of the equation, y'all would be hurting for certain, wouldn't you? It'd be tough.
we wouldn't be able to maintain our operations.
There you go.
Where it's at, yeah.
That's how critical it is, folks. So that's why we come here every year and promote this. We're at the Elizabethton Golf Course, the golf tournament, 16 teams. thrown money into the pot to help the United Way. That's what they're here for. That's why we're here. Hello, Coach Jenkins. How you doing, sir? Appreciate you watching. And so that's why we're here. So the Elizabethton Senior Center, over 1,000 folks in Carter County proper they take care of on a weekly or monthly basis. And so they need our help. Other things you guys do? Tell me one program you do that folks go, and I didn't learn it. I just learned this about feeding them. But tell me something else you guys do that folks go, huh, we didn't know they did that.
Okay, so a very important thing that is coming up, and this is really small, but a very important thing we do every year is we partner with the state. It's a program called SHIP, and we help people get free Medicare counseling from a non-biased agency that comes in and helps educate people on the right Medicare plans and helps them make adjustments for free. And we do that every year. And I'm only saying this because Medicare open enrollment is just around the corner. So if you're not happy with your Medicare plan, if you don't understand, you can come see us. We'll let you know when we're scheduling those folks to come in and talk with you. And these aren't insurance agents. They're not trying to sell you anything. They're just trying to make sure you get the right plan that fits you. So we help people with that every year. It's so important.
The breeze has picked up out here. It's nice. No rain. Beautiful Friday morning here on August the 14th to play golf. Again, 16 teams are doing it. And so we're here to raise money for United Way. So, Ivan, don't go too far. You're next. And so how do we reach out to you by social media?
We are on Facebook. We are, if you type in Elizabethton Senior Center of Carter County, you can find our Facebook page. You can follow us. We also have a website, elizabethtonSeniorCenter.org, and you can always find our newsletter, our calendar, our menu for the, meals. But if you want to just stop by during our hours, we'll take you on a tour. If you have a grandparent or if you're a caregiver of someone, or you just have a question and you need resources and you just don't know where to go, call us.
Absolutely. And that phone number is?
423-543-4362.
And I'll be remiss to say physically where you're located.
We are located at 428 East G Street, which is in between the Health Department and Charlotte Taylor Center. So we're at the very end of G Street.
There you go. Right in the heart of Elizabethton. Thank you, dear. Good job. Awesome. So while we're here to let you know, so if you want to give directly to the Elizabethton Senior Center, you can. You want to give to United Way, it'll trickle in her direction because everybody gets a piece of the action. Or you want to go, I want to help feed those 400 seniors every week with a meal. I want to give to the Elizabethton Senior Center. Don't have much, or I have a lot, whichever one you've got, we'll take it all and help these folks because you need the money, no question.
Right.
The program's got to be run, can't be run without them. All right. Quick break. We'll be right back. He's here, Ivan Sanders. We haven't had him on in a long time. We're going to put him to work. We got a lot to talk about. Hello, Johnny Markland. How you doing, sir? And we'll also take a look at Kyle Schwarber on the Field of Dreams game last night. We'll do that after this time out as we're on the road. We are here live at Elizabethton Golf Course on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethtoncoc.org.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Dolan Sports Show, he's here, our buddy Ivan Sanders in the house.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, Tom.
Working now at Elizabeth Golf Course.
Yes, sir.
What is your job duties here at EGC?
Oh, a little bit of everything. I work in the pro shop here and help schedule tee times and sell merchandise. And then some days I'll be out here washing carts and just a variety of different things that we do here.
Yep. Our pro now is Mr. Holly, is it not?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yep. And he does a wonderful job.
Yes, he does.
With the kick. I saw him a while ago, and I said the kick, and he just grinned. He'll ever be known for the kick.
Yes,
They
sir.
beat Greenville that night.
Yes, sir.
They really got our run started to win a couple of state championships here in Elizabeth in football. All right, so EGC is here where we are, but I want to talk to you about some sports. College football, who's your top team right now preseason?
Top team preseason. You know, it's interesting. The transfer portal shakes things up so much from year to year. It's hard to say. You know, you always got your talk of Ohio State, Notre Dame, some of those other schools, Alabama. But, you know, I think it's going to be a wait and see to see how everybody pans out. There's been some coaching changes. James Franklin's at Virginia Tech now. Who knows what the Hokies will do. Tennessee's had a very strong recruiting season and got some very good players. Don't know how the Vols are going to figure into the mix, but, it's going to be the same old, same old. You know, just got to beat the top dogs, Georgia, those teams like that. I'm curious to see how Indiana responds from last year's successful season as well.
They got preseason picked in the Big Ten number 3, which I would think would be bulletin board material. They got picked by an Ohio State and Oregon. They were third and then the preseason coaches bowl, they were either 7th or 8th in the preseason coaches bowl, which I would not think would be particularly inspiring for Kirk Cignetti. I'm sure that kind of got him fired up.
Sure
I wouldn't
did.
be. So
They wasn't even on the radar last year.
No.
Then look what they did. And, it may be the same this year. There may be one of these teams that just comes out of nowhere and really just lights up college football. It's always a fun time of year because from week to week, you just never know what's going to happen.
Yep. Everybody's talking Notre Dame this year. They say the Fighting Irish will make a run. I don't know if they are or not, but that's all I'm hearing on the preseason. All these pundits are saying Notre Dame's going to be in the mix. Notre Dame's going to be in the mix. So will Tennessee be in the mix this year?
Tennessee could potentially be a top 10 team. I don't know exactly where they'll figure in. It all depends on how the quarterback situation evolves down there. And, we can tell probably after the first 4 games of the year kind of where everything's going to settle in at. I'm very happy to see that they've increased. The new strength coach has done a fabulous job of increasing the speed of the team and the muscle up front.
Mhm.
Saw David Sanders in a highlight video the other day, and man, he's just a beast. Reminds me a lot of another gentleman that's playing for Kansas City right now that came from Tennessee. Big lineman. Can't think of his name off. Trey, I think it is. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how everything pans out there. And Tennessee can make a statement. They got home games with Texas, Alabama, LSU. So, they have the opportunity, but we'll just see what they do with it.
We're here live at Elizabeth Golf Course, United Way of East Tennessee Highlands. Again, talking a little sports with my buddy Ivan Sanders, who works here at Elizabeth Golf Course. So I don't play golf, but what I can see, which is pretty limited as far as my golf knowledge, course looks great right now.
The Elizabeth Golf Course is probably in the best shape it has been in years. The greens and the fairways, Cameron Sells and Amanda Potter and the maintenance crew here have done an amazing job bringing this course back to some glory days. They've really worked hard. Everyone that comes to visit from other places say that the course is in pristine condition, that they love it. It's a challenging course. It's not one of your easier courses because of the hills and the valleys and the water and things of that nature. But if you've not been to Elizabeth Golf Course in a while, you need to come back out and check the course out because I think that we have got probably one of the best courses in the area. Our greens, our fairways are playing phenomenal right now. And, when the storm came, Hurricane Helene came, it required that we cut several trees down. So a lot of the trees that once stood here are no longer here. So that's taken some of that issue out of play as well. But all in all, I think that we're in really great shape right now. We'd like to invite people to come and see us.
Here's a dumb golf question. You'll figure out real quick that I don't play golf. So all this rain, we've had a lot of rain. Got more rain coming this weekend, I think. We've had a ton of rain, which we needed because we're out of the drought situation now that we were in.
Sure.
But what's that do to a golf course? Is that good for golf? The greens are not good.
Rain is very challenging because what it creates is opportunities for mold to form on the greens. So we've got to really stay on top of that to make sure that we're attacking, the mold that comes on and things of that nature. And we just want to make sure that the course always stays ready. Obviously, we continue to allow play when rain comes. Most of the time we require cart path only for players, but yeah, the rain is not really. It's good and it's bad because it keeps your grass green, but it also creates issues with mold and things of that nature.
So I asked because I didn't know. If you don't know, you ask, and so I didn't know, so I asked. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for stopping by, sir.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure. Got to get you on more often now.
Yes, sir.
So
it's football time in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's
Cyclones crank up, and as do all the other local schools.
7 days, 8 hours, and 57 minutes countdown.
Countdown on. I think they're scrimmaging tonight at Elizabeth. And
they are.
Someone told me Hampton's got a scrimmage, so it's that time of year. We're getting ready for next weekend.
Yep. Got Union, Virginia coming tonight, 6 o'clock at the Stadium Free. Check it out. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll jump in and talk baseball next. Kyle Schwarber and the Field of Dreams last night, and Major League Baseball, and the Rangers, and the Braves, and we got a lot of baseball to take a look at right after this time out of the Tom Douglas Sports Show live at Elizabeth and Golf Course, United Way of East Tennessee Highland. Lots of sandwich shops out there. Why Port Travis Deli? What do you think separates you from everybody else?
Well, on a technical level, I think steamed sandwiches are different than toasted sandwiches. I like how we make them. I like our flavor profile. But I'd also say that, we enjoy what we do, put a lot of love into the product. I'm dedicated to trying to find the things in it that are, they're inconsistent so I can have the best, most consistent product for people. I think that really matters, and I think good businesses do that.
Absolutely. Hours are open?
We're open 9 to 9, Monday through Saturday.
How do we find you on social media?
Look us up on Facebook.
There you go. And the phone number, 543-6128. Put area code 423 in front of it, of course. 423-543-6128. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. The best steamed sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none. Poor Trav Deli here in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Hello, JoJo. How you doing? Also, hello, we got to Tony Arnold. Hello, Tony. How you doing? We are live at Elizabeth and Golf Course. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Well, we got a chance in between some non-profits here, which is why we're here today to showcase these profits. Last night, non-profits. Last night, Kyle Schwarber, man, that's one for the ages. 33-year-old Philadelphia Phillies slugger hit 2 home runs out of the Field of Dreams game last night as they beat the Twins 7-1. So Schwarber led off the game with a home run, crushed it in the cornfield. Field of Dreams, it was an awesome night. Had, 29 Hall of Famers, which is really cool because they came out of the corn, just like the movie. And all of a sudden, they just came out of the corn during the pregame festivities. And all these Hall of Famers, really neat. See how that went. And so Schwarber and the Phillies move a half game ahead of Arizona now in the 3rd place and the final wild card spot. We got so much baseball left. I know it sounds good talking about the wild card here in August, but we got a whole month till end of September before we finally decided. So it changes almost on a daily basis, and it has since yesterday as well. So it's ebb and flow as far as the wild card teams. Phillies only 10-15 since the All-Star break, so this was a shot in the arm for them, and they got it. Schwarber goes deep, and so Schwarber and the Phillies would win last night 7-1 the Field of Dreams game. All right, so you look at the standings going into the weekend. Got some great baseball going in tonight. None better, I don't guess, than the Dodgers Stadium, Milwaukee, and the Dodgers game 2 of that series. And so, perfect, sir. Thank you. And so Tampa Bay in the American League East leads the Yankees by 6.5, Boston by 9.5. Tampa Bay has won 9 out of 10. They're a hot baseball team. Yankees chasing Tampa Bay and yet looking over the shoulder of the Red Sox, who are only 3 games back. They played some incredible baseball, as you know, since the All-Star break. Incredible baseball. In the Central, the White Sox lead Detroit by 2.5, Minnesota by 3.5, and Cleveland by 4 games. Now, Detroit has won 7 out of 10. They leapfrogged over Minnesota and Cleveland. They're in the second place. Minnesota's lost 6 out of 10, and Cleveland's lost 7 out of 10. So those two teams trying to get a turn back around. Houston in the West leads Texas by 2 games. The Rangers are a flat 5-5 over the last 10. Seattle's in third place. They've lost 7 out of 10. They're slipping and sliding, and they're 5 back now. Still in the hunt for the wild card, but to win the division, they are, again, in third place and going backwards. In the National League, the Braves have won 7 out of 10. They lead the Phillies by 9. Miami's 11.5 back. So the Marlins are 2.5 behind front-running or second-place Philadelphia. So the Phillies trying to make a move here. They're 5-5 on the season. I'm sorry, 5-5 on the last 10 games of the season. In the Central, Milwaukee and the Cubs, that one stays tight. Milwaukee's won 6 out of 10. They won last night at Dodger Stadium. Edwin Diaz blew the save last night for the Dodgers. He got booed off the field. This is the high guy's making a lot of money to not do any better than he's doing. The Cubs chasing Milwaukee, they won 8 out of 10. The Cubs are only 4 back, and they're going to make a serious run for this team. There's no question. A lot of baseball left, and of course in September they play each other a lot in the division, head-to-head competition. So the Cubs are right there. In the West, the Dodgers faltering a bit. San Diego's leaped over Arizona. They're now 8 games back. They've won 7 out of 10 to the Padres. You're going to start putting some heat on the Dodgers. Really cool story. Good news. Landon Knack from Johnson City Science Hill. Landon Knack was activated from AAA. He's brought back up to the big clubs. He's now on the roster for the Dodgers. May see him this weekend in the series against Milwaukee. Bullpen had a meltdown last night for sure for the Dodgers, led by Diaz. So you never know whether Knack will be a starter. Wouldn't think so at this point because they're getting arms back. Glasnow's coming back. Snell's back. So they've got Robleski and Sasaki and Yamamoto. They got those guys ready to go. But Landon Knack from Johnson City is, for the moment, back up at the big club, which I think is fantastic for all of us. We can brag on him like we brag on Evan Carter. So hello to Caitlin Burkett. That's a new name. Thank you, lady, for watching the show. We're live here at the Elizabethton Golf Course. Love it out here. There's a nice breeze going. I like it. We're out here to support the United Way of East Tennessee Islands. Carter County, Washington County, Johnson County. The campaign starts, a $1 million campaign. We got the golfers out here, 16 teams playing golf to raise money for United Way. It's awesome. All right, let's take a look at the wild card. In the American League, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Detroit would be in today. How about that? Texas dropped out. They were there yesterday. So it's as I said earlier, ebb and flow, this wild card race. Yankees are pretty much in. The Red Sox are pretty much in right now. Then you got Detroit. Half game behind Detroit is Texas. Then you have Minnesota, Cleveland, Toronto, Baltimore, and Seattle in striking distance in the American League. So all those teams, while they may not win the division, they're trying to get into the wild card, and right now they're in the hunt for that. In the National League, if you stop today, it would be the Cubs, the Padres, and Philadelphia. Arizona's a half game out. Then you have also in the hunt Miami, the Cardinals. You have Washington, which is interesting. They're 3 under 500, yet they're in the hunt for the playoff. Washington, the Reds, and Pittsburgh. Those are the teams within striking distance, again, of getting into the wild card. But, again, we play through the end of September in the regular season. So, Mike Trout last night with the Angels. 3 hits for the second consecutive night. 7-0 win over Texas and Evan Carter and the boys. And so, Jacob deGrom got hurt, went out with a triceps injury. And so, they won 3 straight over Texas and got the overall winning record against the Rangers. They're 7-3 in the season against Evan and Texas. 3 more games next week in Texas against the Rangers in Arlington. Hunter Green, the ace of the Red Staff, out for this year and out for next year. Tommy John surgery for the second time. Hunter Green, who just turned 27, again blew out his arm, and so Hunter Green for the Reds, his second Tommy John surgery. He'll be gone the rest of this year and all of next year. You won't see Hunter Green for the Reds until 2028. But guess what? He's still getting paid. This is what I find amazing. He's still owed a minimum of almost $34 million, including this year's salary of $8 million for this year. Now, he didn't even pitch till July because he'd been out early with an arm injury. And so as a result of that, He's not even played half the season. Now he's out for the rest of the season. He's going to make $8 million sitting on the sideline. Now, granted, he'd rather be playing, and I get that. But be that as it may, the guy's getting paid for not doing anything. Not this year or next year. And it's guaranteed money, which is nuts, in my opinion. So that's like me not showing up doing this show today, but they're going to pay me anyway. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be here the rest of the year. I'm gone through into 2026. I'm still going to get paid. It's crazy. So anyway, Hunter Green's going to make $8 million. He's done for the rest of this year and all of next year with Tommy John surgery. All right, NFL football last night. My boys look good. Fernando Mendoza, we lost 27-14. But my boy threw a touchdown. The Raiders. I like what I saw. Went back and watched the highlights. I was calling the Tia Ducker game when I got home. Went back and looked at the highlights package and liked what I saw. The Raiders got beat, but they, again, were competitive and didn't get blown off the field. And really, I thought played pretty good football. It's a preseason game, but when you're so bad as we've been last year and over the last 10 years, we get excited over an exhibition game. Hello, George Young. How you doing? Titans last night beat San Francisco 19-13. Other winners last night, Bengals over Detroit by 2. Pittsburgh beat Green Bay, that's Leslie's team, 28-9. Indianapolis beat New England, actually played a 13-13 tie. Chargers beat Houston by 20, 27-7. Arizona won by 13 over the Raiders, and as we said, Tennessee beat San Francisco 19-13. That's your games in the NFL yesterday. Tonight, you got 3 on the docket. Miami, the Dolphins, and Washington. The Falcons hosting Denver. And Tampa Bay will take on the Jets at MetLife Stadium in New York. Then you have tomorrow's games. Carolina, the Panthers will play at 1 o'clock at Buffalo. You have Cleveland at Chicago tomorrow afternoon, Soldier Field. Vikings in New York to battle the Giants tomorrow at MetLife Stadium. They got the Jets here tonight and the Giants tomorrow. Parker Hughes and Jacksonville will go to the Saints and play there tomorrow in New Orleans in the Superdome. The Rams at Kansas City tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, Week 1 wraps up with the Eagles in Baltimore. Eagles had a big fight in the middle of practice. Got a little testy, got a scuffle going on during practice. They're tired of hitting each other. They want to hit somebody else. And until then, they were hitting each other yesterday in practice. It's what? 34 teams had a little fracas. It's okay. It's hot. They're tired of hitting each other. They want to play. They want to get the season started, which they're clamoring even more now, the NFL Players Association, to yet cut back, just read it yesterday, cut back another preseason game. Cut them down to 2, I think it is, maybe 3. I'm not sure what they play now. Yeah, I do. They play 3. So they want to cut it back to 2 and get on with the season. Look, these guys train year-round. They're in really good shape. So I can see back in the old days when they didn't. But now they show up and they're ready to go. They train year-round, so I don't think they need 3 games to get ready. Kind of like exhibition preseason baseball. They need to cut that down and get on with the season. So anyway, that's what you've got in Week 1. So the final 2 games tomorrow night, Philadelphia and Baltimore, and the Cowboys will be in Seattle. And that's the final games of Week 1 in NFL preseason. We are live here again on the road at Elizabethton Golf Course on behalf of United Way of East Tennessee Islands. We appreciate you being with us. And, of course, back in the saddle Monday at Chick-fil-A, you see the countdown to Cyclone football. A week from tonight, 7 days, 6 hours and 45 minutes on the countdown to get ready for Cyclone football 2026. Can't wait. 102nd meeting, the Cyclones and the Sciento Hilltoppers at Citizens Bank Stadium. It'll get with it. Sean Witten's 20th year. And so we get a chance to watch this team. We're going to be there tonight, checking them out. 6 o'clock at the stadium. The final tune-up, it's a scrimmage against a real good team coming over from Southwest Virginia. Man, they're a hard-nosed and rock'em sock'em team. Be Union, Virginia. They'll pop the pads, I can tell you that. It'll be good. See what our kids how they respond against that. We'll take a break. Got a crazy story brewing down at LSU. Lane Kiffins kind of went, no, that's before me, hands off. But it's an interesting story involving Jaden Daniels and the LSU Tigers. We'll do that next on the Tom Daly Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
There, a lot of folks selling groceries. Why should we come to Food City?
I don't know that I have enough time to answer that question because there's so many different reasons why you should shop Food City. Food City always gives back to the communities.
Absolutely.
You know, they provide for the schools. They provide for so many different food pantries and food banks. You know, I feel very blessed to work for a company that always gives back so much. You know, first of all, we have the freshest produce.
Mhm.
We have the best meat cuts. You know, don't be afraid to go back there and talk to your meat cutter. Ask for some suggestions on new items to try. We always have the newest, most exciting products, you know, in our groceries aisles. You know, it's just an amazing company to spend your money at. Plus, it's an amazing company to work for.
Yep. Value Everyday Food City. Again, the only place I shop, Food City, because I believe in what they do. And again, it's an awesome. We've been doing it for over 20 years every Friday, coming out and supporting the good folks and what's going on at Food City.
And Tom, I'm going to have to interject right here because I think one of the reasons why you shop Food City, it's our amazing associates who take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion for their job.
Well put. Can't top that.
Mm-mm.
Great job. Lisa Johnson, Marketing Food City. Value every day. Food City. Back in the Tom Douglas Sports Show, show number 2,253. We're on our way to 2,600 shows. We're clicking them off, and today we're here again at the Elizabethton Golf Course. And I want to pull up, here it is right here, the scoring summary last night for the T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones. The JV game got called in the third quarter because of lightning, 28-0. Had about that was the final score, they called it. Had about an hour lightning delay or thereabouts, and so we got back at it, got kicked off and ready to roll. It was excellent. And so Tyson Price got an interception. Central got the kickoff opening, and right out of the chute, he got a pick. Set up a touchdown, turned right around, got a 20-yard pass play from Ryder Witten to Tyson Price. 2-point conversion failed. Elijah Odom, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. He was one of our players of the game. A 5-yard run, 2-point throw from Ryder Witten to Cooper Fair made it 14-0 first quarter. They didn't look back. Fair had a fumble recovery. There was 4 turnovers last night. Had 2 fumble recoveries and 2 interceptions. Fair got a fumble recovery, sets up the next touchdown run for Elijah Odom, a 6-yard run, point after not there. 20-0 is your score. That gives you, and then Farmer with an interception was a phenomenal play. Single coverage near sideline. Ryder Witten's covering the young man from Sullivan Central. Kid's got an arm. Wyatt, the quarterback, got an arm for Central. And so he threw a single coverage pass, and so Ryder went over the shoulder of the receiver and slapped the ball. I mean, what an athletic move. Realized he couldn't get it, couldn't knock it down, couldn't intercept it. It's either that or the kid makes the catch, probably 15, 20-yard pass play. So Ryder goes over his shoulder and slaps the ball like a volleyball slap. His sister, Natalie, would be proud of him because she plays volleyball for the Cyclones. Anyway, he slapped it to Farmer, who caught it in the air as an interception and ran it back down to, I don't know, got down inside the 25, 26-yard line. Nope, got it farther than that, got down around the 5 or 6-yard line, and time expired. It was halftime, 20-0. In the second half, Will Lewis got a 24-yard run. He toted the mail. Man, he ran hard. Lewis, one of our players of the game, 24-yard run. Avery Kent had a 2-point conversion, made it 28-0. Then Avery Kent got a fumble recovery, the second fumble recovery of the ball game. So he had 2 interceptions, Tyson Price and Bradley Farmer, and 2 fumbles, Cooper Fair and Avery Kent. So Kent recovered this fumble. Then Nolan Smith had a 24-yard pass from Clemson, Colin Clemson. And so T.A. Duggar wins it. And Farmer kicked the point after. He missed the first one earlier in this game and went back and ripped it. 7 different guys scored last night. Final score 35-0. It beat a good Sullivan Central team. So I think Tyson Price's interception kind of started the whole ball of wax for the Central Cougars. They never really seemed to regroup or bounce back or whatever the term you want to use. So once he made that pick when we went down and scored, it really kind of set the tone for the ball game. Anyways, Cyclones back at it. T.A. Duggar will be taking on Indian Trail Thursday night at the stadium, 6:45 airtime. Joseph Taylor, and are you leaving me? You want to talk? Delmara Scrapple Baseball. Bring him in there. Let him talk for a second. So, what the heck? Ron Marble in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you?
Doing well. Ready for some high school football?
Ready for some high school football. We kick off Thursday night. We got a doubleheader this week. Thursday night as the Patriots take on Johnson County, and then the West Ridge and Tennessee High face off Friday night. So
there you go.
Excited.
You guys going to be busy.
Yeah, try to be.
East Tennessee Children's Home. Tell me about it.
We've been in existence since 1946. I've had hundreds upon hundreds of kids come through our doors, kids who were hurting, kids who were lacking hope, kids who needed respite and care, and families that needed that as well. And we've been able to provide that for them. We celebrated 80 years this year. And probably the greatest thing that our accomplishment is, as we're helping all these families, we're sharing the gospel and teaching them the person of who Christ is and
Amen.
What healing comes from having a relationship with Jesus.
Amen. So your van blew up, is that right?
Yeah, we have a 15-passenger van, and we're making do right now. We're borrowing some vans from some other churches in the area, but it sort of limits us in what we can do. But unfortunately, we've got the numbers in. It was a 14-year-old van, and it was going to be between $14,000 and $18,000 to replace it, or put a motor in it, I should say, and that just doesn't make sense.
No, it's throwing good money after bad, really.
Yep.
At that point. So you need help to get a van.
We are looking to get help. Central Community Christian Church in Johnson City, technically, but most people know where that's at. They're having a bean supper for us on August the 29th, and then we've had some other folks in the community that are stepping up to help us. So I appreciate you giving me a moment just to share that need with your listeners.
Yep. So you need a van. How many kids do you have there at home now?
Typically on campus, we're somewhere between 8 to 12. We also have a transitional living program on the campus as well, as kids approach the age of 18. If they were in state custody, the state would say, hey, you've had a good run, go live your life. But Tom, as you and I know, most 18-year-olds are not able to go live on their own quite yet. So we continue to provide life skills for them, and they pay a little bit of rent. And as long as they're in school or they've got a job, we continue to work with them. Sometimes the kids who come to us, we're definitely not an overnight facility. The kids that come to us sometimes are there for 7, 8, even 9 years.
Wow. There you go. So it's located right inside the heart of Elizabethton, East Tennessee Children's Home. And so if someone wants to give money, or if they even have a van, say, okay, you can borrow this one, you can have this one, or whatever, how do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can call us at 423-542-4423, or you can also go to www.etcha.org. I'll also share with your listeners as well, one of the bigger golf tournaments in this area. I was just giving Jackson Holly the info. We've had our golf tournament here for 21 years, and it's going to be this year on October the 10th. And we typically have around 90 to 100 golfers come out for that. So we'd love to have some golfers that come out and play with us that day. Great day. Kind of laid back a little bit, still competitive, but and last year, Tom, we've had, goodness gracious, we've had donors who stepped up and give us the opportunity to provide for kids in local high schools to be able to play in that tournament. We had two 14-year-old boys last year or maybe 15, come from Elizabethton High School, and they just about broke my tournament. They were that good.
Really? That good?
Yes.
That's awesome. East Tennessee Children's Home. So you go to
etcha.org.
ETCHA, East Tennessee Children's Home. Did I get it right? Etcha.org.
East Tennessee Christian Home and Academy.
What did I say?
Children's Home. It's all right, Tom. Everybody does it.
East Tennessee
Christian
Home and Academy. Etcha.org. So if you can help him, if you got a van he can borrow, if you got a van you just give him, or if you got a van you can sell him. You're looking for a 15-passenger van, right?
15-passenger van, yep.
So I'll keep my eye out for one too. Is there any specs you got? I mean, it's just a 15-passenger van.
Yeah, just a 15-passenger van. I think the general sort of feeling right now, and certainly any donations would be much appreciated. I think the general feeling right now from our board is they'd like to get something on the newer side and safer side, since we have female house parents. And, of course, all girls on our campus between the ages of 10 and 18. So maybe try to get something a little bit on the newer side just for safety more than anything else.
Etcha.org.
etcha.org. Yep.
ETCHA.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Yep. Appreciate you stopping by. Happened to be here dropping off a flyer. I thought we'll put him on. Our buddy Ron Marvel. All right, quick break. We got this crazy story about Jaden Daniels and LSU, and we'll talk about that, which just makes no sense to me at all. We'll do that right after this timeout. We're here again at Elizabeth Golf Course. We're promoting United Way of the obvious United Way of East Tennessee Highlands, which would be Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get
Yes,
there.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth and 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. One of the guys that will forever be in the lore of Elizabethton Cyclone football history, Jackson Holly. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Get a little closer so they can hear. There's a good crowd in here. So, your official title at EGC is what?
The PGA professional.
You're the pro, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, everybody's telling me course looks really good right now. The greens and all the rain and the green. I mean, you guys worked real hard to get the thing turned around, right?
Yeah, we did. They turned it around about a year.
Yeah.
After Hampton left.
Yeah. So gone, and so now he's the pro, and so this tournament today's got 16 teams to help raise money for United Way, and so you know what I'm going to talk to you about is the kick. It really got things going for our football program in a lot of ways. Take us back to the night you did it and what all happened. And the folks that are going, what's he talking about the kick? It was the kick. Tell us about it.
I think back about it at this point. We were playing Greenville the regular season, right?
Mm-hmm. Regular season.
What was the score? Remember the score?
I want to say it was 1918.
Yeah, 1918.
I think.
Pushing it down the field, and then Kate or Bryson ran to the middle of the field, and I was ready to go. Everyone's asking on the sidelines if I was nervous. Are you nervous? And I was kind of like, just get away from me for a minute.
Yeah. Let you focus.
Let me think about it. Yeah, but
how long was the kick? You remember?
35 maybe. Is that right?
Yep.
Did I get that right?
I think so.
There you go.
I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, 35 yards.
You're asking me to bring back something 7 years ago, so.
You're asking me too.
Yeah.
A lot going on now.
Yeah. So, but it was an awesome night. What I know it's a dumb question. We beat them at the buzzer beater to win the game.
Yeah.
Dumb question. What went through your brain at that point?
Oh, that we get home field advantage rest of the playoffs, which was the best.
Yeah.
I hate being on that bus. I'll tell you.
Hey, get on the bus. You like being at home.
I like being at home. Yeah.
Amen.
That was one of my deciding factors. It was one of my main motivations to make it, to be at home all the time.
Really? That was it? It's like, if I kick this, we win, we don't have to travel. We can be at home.
That's right.
I love it. See? That's why I like talking to these guys. You don't know. I would have never thought of that. But so, makes perfect sense. It's a whole lot different going into the locker room at the high school and laying around and coming out and playing versus getting on the bus and go somewhere, right?
That's true. That's true.
You got it.
My trip home from the high school is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Trip home from Greenville's about 45, so.
You like that 5 minutes?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
We're glad you're out here, the pro now at Elizabethton Golf Course. You gave us some great memories as a Cyclone football player.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good man right there, Jackson Holly, who's the pro now here at the golf course. All right, let's run down this crazy story. I think it's crazy. You may not, but so Jaden Daniels is taking issue to the point he may sue LSU. Now, again, that's a little strong, but that's what he's talking about doing. LSU's decision to give his jersey to the cornerback, DJ Pickett. Now, an attorney representing the Washington Commanders quarterback sent LSU athletic director a cease and desist letter on August the 5th. The school was no longer authorized to use his name, image, and likeness, according to a copy of the letter that went to the athletic director at LSU. Daniels' representative said the former LSU quarterback and his family believed the number 5 would remain part of his legacy after he became the third Heisman Trophy winner in school history in 2023. He didn't want anybody else to use his jersey, to wear his jersey. All right. Daniels' number 5 had not been worn by another LSU player since his departure from the NFL. It's never been officially retired. That's the key. So this kid comes on campus. He wore number 3 as a freshman last season. He earned freshman All-American honors after recording 3 interceptions. LSU coach Lane Kiffin said on August the 5th that Pickett had been promised number 5 during his recruitment under former coach Brian Kelly. Kelly says, you come here, I'll give you number 5. We'll give you Jaden Daniels' number. He said, okay. So he came, and so now he's wanting to sue LSU. So Kelly confirmed to Pickett that he had been promised the number, but said he chose not to give it to him while Daniels was at LSU because he did not want to issue number 5 without Daniels' approval. Okay, he's going to the Washington Commanders now. Now he says, no, we don't want anybody using my jersey. Kelly also pointed to LSU's treatment of Joe Burrow's number 9, which has not been worn since Burrow's Heisman Trophy winning season. So Jaden Daniels has told LSU, if you put that jersey on this kid, I'm going to sue you. Cease and desist letter. Well, so Kiffin comes out and says, that's before me. I'm hands off. That's when him and Brian Kelly. Kelly's gone. He got fired. So now what do you do? And so LSU, does Pickett wear that number 5 and cause a continual stink? I don't know. But Jaden Daniels' lawyer said he better not be wearing it. So we'll see how that goes. LSU baseball coach Skip Bertman, the legendary coach, passed away yesterday at the age of 88. Skip Bertman took over LSU's baseball program in 84, guided LSU to the World Series 11 times, won championships 5 times, has 41 players playing in Major League Baseball. He won 7 SEC titles, had a 870 win record. His team won more than 75% of their games, the highest winning percentage in NCAA history, 7-time National Coach of the Year. Skip Bertman passing away yesterday at the age of 88, the former baseball coach at LSU. We're live here at Elizabeth Golf Course, United Way, East Tennessee Highlands. And so we're here again showcasing the nonprofits. There are oodles of nonprofits that they support. Leslie was here talking about that earlier, and so it is imperative, if you will, or paramount that we support this organization. It's $1 million campaign covering Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties, United Way agencies. And so if you can help, you can go to United Way East Tennessee Islands and say, yeah, I want to sign up and give. I can't give much, but something's better than nothing, as we said. As we talked about, the old adage that pennies make nickels, nickels make dimes, dimes make quarters. That's how you do it. So, and that's the way we roll with it. We've got the bike races coming up this weekend in Elizabeth and Carter County. A trio event starting tomorrow with the 42nd annual Roam Grown. I don't see how they do it. If you've driven from here in Elizabeth up to the top of Roan Mountain, up 19E, I mean, it's almost straight up till you get up to Roan Mountain. I mean, from here to Doe River Gorge and Hampton and up through 19E, they're going to ride a bicycle up there. God, it's unbelievable. Carver's Gap and Roan Mountains where they end up at. It's an 80-mile ride for the pro riders, and it all ends with a 7.4-mile European-style Category 1 climb up the mountain. 7 miles on a bike. You talking about an athlete? That's an athlete. They make fun of NASCAR drivers aren't athletes and whatever, but these guys and ladies, you get on a bike and ride from here to Carver's Gap and Roan Mountain, you're a man and you're a lady, no question. Other 2 races are the Temple Hill Time Trials held in Unicoi County and the Eastman Credit Union race on Sunday in downtown Elizabeth. And now during the criterium, in Elizabeth on Sundays, these riders will be going up to 40 miles an hour on a bike around the course around Covered Bridge and other downtown landmarks. I mean, they're getting it. 40 miles an hour on these bikes downtown. That, as they say, is picking up, putting it down. Our local school, Milligan University, which has won national championships in cycling with Coach Zach Nave, will have 21 riders in the field on Saturday and Sunday starting tomorrow. The pro women's will be at 2 o'clock Sunday, the men to follow at 3 o'clock. But the roan grown is tomorrow. So obviously the traffic flow will be impacted, going up 19 and also in Elizabethton tomorrow. So it is, you're a man, I'm telling you, to get on a bike and go straight up from Elizabethton to Carver's Gap and Roan Mountain, 7 miles on a bike. You're a man, or a lady in this case. That's tomorrow, this weekend. So you'll see traffic. If you get a chance, go watch. It's open to the public. It's really cool to watch, particularly the Criterium downtown. It's going to be fun for sure to watch that, no question. So that'll be coming up tomorrow and Sunday here in Elizabethton and Carter County. But the roan grown is tomorrow with a bike from Elizabethton to the top of Carver's Gap. And we're live here again at Elizabethton Golf Course. Beautiful day out here. The rain came last night along about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was rocking the house. Whew, it was coming down, getting with it. And so it's very pleasant out here right now. The golfers continue to come in for the shotgun start. Starts right around noon. Lunch being provided by Tommy and the folks at Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors. All right, the racing this weekend at Richmond. Pretty cool. Joe Gibbs Racing is going to bring back the M&M's race car for Kyle Busch, who owns the track at Bristol Motor Speedway, the late Kyle Busch. So next month, when they roll into Bristol, they're going to saw a nice tribute by Samantha Busch, his wife, saying, "We can't wait." It's a really well put together little piece, if you will, promo about the fact they're going to use M&M's car. The place will go nuts. So when Kyle Busch's car rolls out there next month for Joe Gibbs Racing, the car he made famous, M&M's, they're going to bring it back for this one race at Bristol in honor of Kyle Busch. They race tomorrow night in Richmond. Denny Hamlin on top of the leaderboard, who is the leader in active wins with 5. He owns the track. It's his track. It's his home track, and he does very well at Richmond. Here's your points. 4 guys already in. Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick have guaranteed a spot in the chase. Then you have still trying to squeeze in, you've got 15, 16 guys trying to get in 12 slots. And those guys would be Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Carson Osavar, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Austin Cindric. Those are part of the top 16. On the outside looking in are Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, and Eric Jones. Those are the 4 guys that are on the outside looking in, but all these guys got a shot. But the ones for sure that are in have claimed and nailed down a spot of the chase to win the championship at this point are Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick. 2 more races after tomorrow night. They'll race tomorrow night, the Cookout 400 at Richmond. Then you go to New Hampshire, and you wrap up the regular season in Daytona. So there you go. Hey, we're live on the road. We are here again at Elizabethton Golf Course. Leslie and Dalton and the folks from the United Way East Tennessee Highlands. So we're here broadcasting live again on this beautiful Friday, August the 14th. You see up on the calendar on the ticker and the clicker, 7 days, 8 hours, and 20 minutes till Cyclone football, the 102nd meeting next Friday night. Eddie Pless doing color commentating. The Cyclone Network headed up this year by Andrew Barnett. And yours truly will bring it to you next Friday night. We'll get it going, the 2026 season. First 2 at home, Science Hill and Tennessee High. Then you go to Westridge. You come back for Cherokee and Volunteer. You open up regional play. So it's here. And so we'll start our coverage next Friday night in 7 days. You see the ticker up on there, clicking it off ever so slowly, but clicking it nonetheless. Quick break. Right back after this. We're on the road. We'll be right back after you see this from good folks, our pregame sponsor, Phil's Dream Pit. We'll be there Tuesday broadcasting live on the show. Today we're at Elizabethton Golf Course with United Way of East Tennessee Highlands and Carter County Bank. And the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Summertime's here. Catering. How can you help us with an event?
Well, we're doing weddings, rehearsal dinners, reunions, graduation parties. And even if you feel like it's getting down to the wire, give us a call because we can usually accommodate you.
Absolutely. So, do you bring and set it up? Do we come get it? How does that work?
All of the above. So you can either have us come out and do a full catering where we have like a crew of people come and serve your guests and clean up afterwards. We also have our mini catering where it's just one person that comes out and like makes sandwiches, and then you do the rest buffet, the sides and everything buffet style. We can also do a drop off and set up, and that's where we deliver it to your location and set everything up. And then we can also do, pick up in the restaurant. So basically, we can, and whatever you need to meet your budget, we
Yeah,
can work with.
Sure, the budget. Now, on the menu itself, do we pick? Do you have certain items we pick for catering? Or is it anything on the menu?
It's pretty much anything on the menu is available for the catering. I may, if you want some advice, I'm happy to give it.
So, phone number is
423-798-7899.
423-798-7899 to get your catering needs taken care of right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. There's your catering coordinator. She is the lady who can make it go for you. Tara Salamino from Phil's Dream Pit, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And we're back live again here at the Elizabethton Golf Course. Got the ladies from the Girl Scouts coming here in a minute, I think is what we got coming up, which is pretty cool. One of the agencies that need your support in Carter, Washington, and Johnson County, United Way, East Tennessee Highlands. All right, it's deals for days. No, it's not. It's $5 days going on at all Food Cities. We're normally there. We'll be there next week, ready to roll. So we parked it today to come be here to help promote United Way, which is a very important part of our community, no question. Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties need our help. It's $1 million goal. The campaign is underway. Last year it was 850,000. We hit it. So we stretched it to $1 million this year. So normally we're at Food City. And hello, Lynn Up. How you doing, dear? Michael Stansberry, thank you for watching. Ron, you're very, very kind, sir. You're very welcome. $5 days at all Food Cities. Here it is. And so today and tomorrow at all Food Cities, fruit bowls for $5. You get your watermelon, cantaloupe, or pineapple. In-store made sushi for $5 today and tomorrow. Also, the Octagon trays $5. You have the Crave and Flavor ice cream, 2 for $5 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. And the Mayfield novelties. Fudge bars, creamsicles, ice cream sandwiches, 2 for $5 today and tomorrow. Limit 4 at all Food Cities. Food Club peanut butter, 3 jars for $5, and also Food Club jelly, 3 for $5. There they are. Today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. And you have the Little Debbie snack cakes, 2 boxes for $5. That's on the front side of the paper. On the back side of the $5 days at all Food Cities, you have Jell-O dessert cups, 2 for $5. You have Cousin Willie's microwave popcorn, 3 for $5 today and tomorrow. Eggo family size waffles, $5 at all Food Cities. Duncan Hines cake mixes, 4 for $5 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. If you have pets, Purina cat chow or dog chow, $5. There you go. Limit 4 on those. And you have for your detergent, Tide Simply Laundry Detergent, 2 for $5. or the bacon strips, which is a treat for your pets. Also, 2 for $5. So right there, those are some of the specials going on. $5 days. Up here you got Powerade, 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles for $5. That's a deal. You got football teams, athletic teams out there needing to hydrate. Powerade at all food cities today and tomorrow. 8-pack 20-ounce bottles for $5. There it is. Get my finger out of the way. Well, hello, sir. How you doing? I'm doing wonderful. Coach Westmoreland's here. All right, so Powerade. There you go. Look at it right there. Good job. And you also have Eckrich smoked sausage, 2 for $5. And then you have Lay's potato chips, $5 for a Frito-Lay multi-pack chips for $5. Wind caught that. Wind's picking up here. It's very breezy and pleasant day here at Elizabethton Golf Course. Here's your Lay's Limit 4. Those are some of the specials going on. Let's get the buy one, get ones will go through Tuesday. These are always great deals. The BOGOs. So buy one, get one freeze on these great items. And so let's see. You got buy 3, get 3 free Pepsi products. 6-pack, 16-ounce bottles. Buy 3, get 3 free RC products. Oh. The RC products today and tomorrow, or actually through Tuesday at all food cities. The RC products, buy 2, get 4 free. Wow. That's RC Cola, A&W Root Beer, Sunkist. We'll leave some of them out. But you'll see the display when you get to Food City. You buy 2 and get 4 free. You can't beat that. If I can win it another day, get some A&W Root Beer and it's sold out. You can't get, I mean, that's a deal. Buy 2 and get 4 free. The BOGOs right now at Food City through Tuesday. Terry's potato chips, buy 1, get 1 free. Sara Lee bread, buy 1, get 1 free. You've got the Almond Breeze almond milk, buy 1, get 1 free. Also, Terry's Best peanuts, glazed nuts, corn chips, cheese curls, or tortilla chips. Buy 1, get 1 free. Stocking up for football season can restart. Food Club salad dressing through Tuesday. Buy 1, get 1 free at all food cities. So those are the specials going on right now at all food cities. And don't forget to get signed up for School Bucks and sliced watermelon. Man, it's hot out here today. I want to give me some watermelon when we get done. Sliced watermelon quarters for 99 cents. Strawberries or blueberries, a basket and bushel, 3 for $10. Going on again through Tuesday at all food cities, our great sponsor. Then will be Wednesday of next week will be at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store. They're winding down the men's sale. The summer clearance sale at Blakely Mitchell. 15 to 50% off everything in the store that's summer. This is a jacket. Yep. Giles and Jasper. Get all my jackets from, oh, here she is. Come right here. Get all my jackets from Blakely Mitchell. We'll be there next Wednesday. So, ladies, you got a guy want to look good. You want to get up there. I'm telling you, all the stuff is 15 to 50% off. Blakely Mitchell, 2 locations, downtown Bristol, State Street. We'll be there Wednesday, or in Broad Street, downtown Kingsport. Through next Saturday, 20 to 50% off everything summer. Summer clearance sale going on at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store. So, all me jackets, we get them from Blakely Mitchell. All righty, our next nonprofit. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Moyes. I'm the Regional Director of the Appalachian Highlands region for the Girl Scout Council of the Southern Appalachians.
Girl Scouts. Alyssa, is that right?
Yes.
Good. How many years have you been in that position?
So 3 years in this position, 5 years with council, but I was also a volunteer before coming on as staff.
Are you from here originally?
No, I'm not. I moved here, gosh, I'm trying to think. Now I'm aging myself. About 2008.
2008?
Yeah.
You've been here 18 years, is that right? Awesome. Glad to have you here. So tell us about the Girl Scouts. How important is United Way of the Girl Scouts? What does that money do for your organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So United Way definitely helps fund a lot of our membership initiatives. So we're able to offer membership scholarships for a lot of our girls and families that wouldn't be able to afford that membership coming in. We're also able to subsidize volunteer materials and troop meeting materials with some of those funds as well.
How many girls ballpark are involved? Of course, first, we're talking about Carter, Washington, and Johnson County. How many girls involved in Girl Scouts?
Carter County, currently we have 42. So we have 3 troops based out of that region, one serving our city schools, one out of Valley Forge, and then another smaller, older girl troop based out of the city schools as well.
You have troops in Washington County too?
Yes, so we're currently recruiting in Washington County. So we got a couple new troops started over the last few days. So we have a robust number there. And then what was the other county?
Johnson County?
Johnson County, yes. So we'll actually be there at the end of this month. So we currently have 2 troops, an older girl troop that's middle school and up, and a elementary girl age troop.
So refresh our memory. We start the smallest Girl Scout would be Brownies. Is that right?
No, actually, we start in kindergarten, and that is considered a Daisy Girl Scout.
Daisy, okay.
And then they are able to go up to our Brownie program starting in the 2nd grade. They go to junior, 4th and 5th grade. Cadet is 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then we have our seniors and ambassadors in high school.
So you got, what, five levels? Daisy, Brownie, junior,
cadet, senior, and ambassador.
That's
so
awesome.
6. Yeah.
So the money and you depend on this United Way dollars, obviously.
Yes.
And so that money, without that in your system, be a little tough, obviously, because you depend on it. So we're out here to asking folks to get involved, whether it's a corporation or an individual. So again, tell us again, the money from United Way does what for your program?
It helps fund our membership. So we really put that back into the communities, back into our families who girls may not be able to afford a membership otherwise. So we're able to offer those scholarships, get them involved in our program, and allow our product program sales to subsidize the rest of their experience.
That's awesome. So that's the name of the game, folks, to help these kids out. So we'll do you like I did Leslie. I'm going to give you, we can earmark, okay, I just want to give specifically to the Girl Scouts. I'm going to give you, I don't know, $50 a month. What will $50 a month do for Girl Scouts? That's $600 a year.
So $600 a year, that would essentially pay for her membership. Right now, memberships are $80 for the girl. Her uniform is about another $50 to $60. And then that could pay for almost a week at day camp here in Johnson City.
Yep. Tell us about the camp still over on Oakland Avenue, the Girl Scout camp.
Yeah, so it actually sits in our backyard of our office. So we back up to Rotary Park, and so we have a robust camp back there, about 12 acres.
Yep.
We have some platform cabins for our local troops to utilize, and then here this past summer we held 3 weeks of day camp. So girls were able to come experience all the fun things that we have at camp, like archery and crafting and fire making and all of those things. As well as some fun at the splash pad.
Talking to Alyssa again from the Girl Scout camp or Girl Scouts. Mine was a Brownie back in the day, and so they spent time at the Girl Scout camp, which is right middle of Johnson City, which is a really cool place. It's wooded and got cabins, and it's really neat, isn't it?
Yes, it's a beautiful campus right there, the heart of Johnson City.
Absolutely. So, again, social media, how can we find out more about Girl Scouts?
Yeah, so you can visit our website at girlscoutcsa.org. We also have a Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can find us.
Absolutely. Alyssa?
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on board promoting the Girl Scouts. We got to have your money, folks. Carter, Washington, and Johnson County. This is another nonprofit for little peeps. You heard them start with daisies in kindergarten, all the way up to the senior ambassadors in high school, the Girl Scout program. My girls went through the Girl Scout program, and they loved it. They were Brownies, and ultimately went on into Girl Scouts. But their heyday was in the Brownies for sure. They loved being a Brownie back in the day with the Girl Scouts. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We got more sports to take a look at, including the FedEx Championship right here at the golf course. As a round one's in the books, and Jordan Spieth is the man right now. He's one of the 4 and 5 of the leaderboard going into day 2 of the FedEx Championships in Memphis. We'll take a look at that. And we'll run down not only cycling football a week from tonight, who else is playing in week number 1. Next Friday night, we'll tell you about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Collins from Collins & Company. Lots of real estate companies out there, sir. Why should we come to Collins & Company?
We do things a little different, Tom.
Tell us how you do it, sir.
Hey, we're an auction firm and a listing firm, and we help buyers as well. So if you need to auction a home, you need to list your home, or you need to buy a home, give us a call. We can help. Full service auction real estate firm, and we are an estate sale marketing company as well. Personal property, either moving, relocating, downsizing. We do it all. One-stop shop for real estate and auction.
Do it full time, and the closing ratio is 97% of what they list they sell. Collins and Company.
Yeah.
How do we find you? CollinsandCompany.info.
Yep, and get it sold with Collins and Co.
Yep. And the phone number is
423-543-5741.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, David Collins and crew at CollinsandCompany.info.
That's right.
And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and just we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diane and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at Elizabeth and Golf Course. And thanks for the nonprofits that come by so far. So, hey, coming up, starting a week from tomorrow is the Appalachian Fair. We're very excited about that, to say the least. Appalachian Fair, a century of family, farming, and fun. We get to be a part of that this year. We're very excited about that. And so the entertainment will be the Contemporary Christian Group next Saturday night, which they're very good. Kane will be in town. Crowder will be there on Monday the 24th. Lone Star on Tuesday the 25th. Corey Kent, Wednesday the 26th, 27th will be Gabby Barrett, which is on a Thursday night. Friday night, a week or 2 weeks from now, will be Cameron Marlowe. And wrapping things up will be Ashley Cook on August the 29th. So there you go. Also this year, they've got the Fairs of the Fair, as always. Little Miss, Miss Appalachian Fair. They got a dance competition. They've got the baby show. They've got the cheer showcase this year. They got the blue ribbon brick build. They got the truck pull. They got the bull riding this year at the Appalachian Fair. They got the monster trucks. My favorite, the Rednecks Demolition Derby. I love watching that. I'll be there. Let's see what days are they. Yeah, on the 28th. I can get over and watch that. No, I can't. That's football night. On Saturday, I can get there on the 29th. Last night, watch me some Demolition Derby. Watch the Rednecks get out there and crash and thump and bang, and steam plows off those cars, the radiators, and they hit head on, and it's hilarious. Down that mud and that slop. I love it. Also, the U.S. Army Golden Knights will be there this year with the Appalachian Fair. So go to the website, AppalachianFair.com. Get your concert tickets. Starts a week from tomorrow, the 100th anniversary of the Appalachian Fair. It's going to be really great, and it's always a lot of fun. And the folks out there, usually goes between 240 and 250,000 people go through there in a week. It's incredible. It's a regional, they always say it's a gray fair. It's not the Gray Fair. It's the Appalachian Fair. It's a regional fair. They got them all over East Tennessee. They come in from Western North Carolina, Southwest Virginia. Come in. I know Randy Owen, who the lead singer of Alabama, from Fort Payne, used to show cattle out there. I don't know if he still does or not, but he used to. And so it's going to be a big deal. Next Saturday it starts, August 22nd, Appalachian Fair. It's going to be good. The 100th anniversary. All right, you have 7 days. A week tonight we get started in high school football. Hampton will go to Avery County, North Carolina. Providence Academy will go to Twin Springs. You have Cherokee hosting Pigeon Forge, Granger at Claiborne. Jeff County at Cock County next Friday night. Daniel Boone will host Volunteer. Jeremy Jenkins Swan Song, he's retiring after this year. The head coach, one of the longest running coaches, he and Coach Witten, probably in Northeast Tennessee. So I think it's 20 plus years. I know it is 25 plus years he's been the coach. He's going to step away and retire after this year. He starts his swan song season against Volunteer next Friday night in Gray. Unicoi County will be at Crockett to battle the Pioneers in Jonesboro. Dobbins Minute next Friday night. Open things up hosting the Knox Central Bobcats. You have Morristown West will be in Greenville. Unaka next Friday night plays at Happy Valley. Northview Academy plays at Knox Carter. Alcoa at Maryville, huge. South Green and Morristown East next Friday night. Tennessee I will be at the Stone Castle hosting Westridge, and Cosby will be at West Green Thursday night next week. You have Johnson County at Sullivan East. Also next Thursday night, you have Brentwood Academy at Chattanooga Baylor and Powell at Anderson County. The next Saturday evening, you've got Sevier County and Farragut. So those are the games lined up for next week in 7 days. And you can see the countdown that we are inching ever so closer. Cyclones have that scrimmage tonight coming up at 6 o'clock at the stadium against Union, Virginia. It's their final tune-up before the season cranks up. And so you're going to watch Cyclone football tonight. And it's a scrimmage against Union, Virginia. And they'll pop the pads. Them boys come across the state line. They come and get off that bus, and they're ready to smoke somebody, and they do. They don't waste any time getting after it. So it'll be good tonight. It'll be a good test for our team. It's our final scrimmage, final tune-up before the season starts next Friday night. So that'll be a good thing. All right, this All-Star Sports Card auction going on through Monday. Again, David Collins at collinsandcompany.info. Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle. There's a Mickey Mantle collection. You have until Monday to bid on these. A premier selection of classic Mickey Mantle cards, 1956, 1965, 1968. It's all right there. So if you like Mickey Mantle, know someone who does. I know this will sound goofy. It's a good time to set these things back for Christmas. If you know somebody who likes Mickey Mantle for Christmas, that'd be a good way to do it. Set it back and squirrel it back, and again, get ready for Christmas if you have a person who lives likes Mickey Mantle. Also, you got autographs and relics from folks like Jim Rice, Shohei Ohtani, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Jaden Daniels. Wow, they got a lot of stuff in this auction. Multi-sport stars to modern rookies and short prints and unopened wax. You know the lingo about all this. Great cards, great memories, great investments. Again, this is going on right now, collinsandcompany.info. And it goes till Monday, August the 17th. Here's the sheet. There's the picture of it, the flyer. And there it is for you. collinsandcompany.info is where you go. Well, it looks like they're getting ready to get started. They've all been in a practice round, and now they're all scattering to get ready to start this golf tournament here. Again, at Elizabethton Golf Course. Carter County Bank's right here with it. That's why we're here for Andrew McKeon. And so they're getting ready to get it going. 16 teams getting ready to scatter. They were all here doing practice and putting. Now they're jumping in the carts and get ready to head out. So Mapes is your defending champ. So I'm going to get Leslie in there one more time before we take out of here. And let her talk about this one more time. Miss Dalton's in the house. So we're going to let her slide right in the seat. You ready to go? You want to slide in now? Of course she does. Anytime to talk about it. So we had the Elizabethton Senior Center. We got Girl Scouts starting with the Daisies in kindergarten. We had, who else did you send over here? Somebody else. God.
I can't even remember.
I can't even remember either. That's pitiful. So I know we had a third agency. I don't know who it was. Is that not bad? That's pitiful. But anyway, you have 60. How many total agencies?
We've got 30 across 3 counties.
So rattle off some of these for me. We said Girl Scouts, Elizabethton Senior Center. Tell us some others that are out there, would you please?
Sure. So all the senior centers in each of the 3 counties. We've got Girl Scouts. We've got Coalition for Kids, Rise Up, both our boys and girls clubs. We've got some other agencies that some people might want to look up: a Step Ahead Foundation, Project Access. Those are both health-related organizations. Frontier Health, Safe House.
So, all right, so help me a little bit. Step Up, what's that all about?
So a Step Ahead Foundation helps young women make sure they have what they need as they're growing into an adult. So make sure they have the information they need, make sure they have resources they need as they become young women.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's Safe House. Tell us about that one. That's kind of obvious, isn't it?
So Safe House and CHIPS are two domestic violence shelters that we help fund, and they provide 24/7 access to anyone, male or female, that need a safe place to be because of a domestic violence situation.
Yep. Very much needed, unfortunately, but very much needed, and it's there. It's on a confidential basis, but it is there. So there, your money will go to that as well. Give me some other agencies, please.
Yeah, so our after school programs are pretty big. We've got Coalition, both Boys and Girls Clubs. We've got the Community Center in Johnson County, Rise Up, and I think I said Coalition for Kids. Those are our main after school programs.
Talk about agencies would impact and help seniors.
Yeah, so our seniors, a lot of them don't have anybody to really take them to doctor's appointments or even just to get their hair done. And so a lot of our organizations, the senior centers and other organizations, give them transportation to be able to do that. And it also, the volunteers that transport them become their friends as well.
Yep.
It gives them that companionship.
So I like having these folks on. I did not know till Brittany said that they feed 400 folks on a weekly basis, and that is through the senior center. So I didn't know that. 400 meals go out to the seniors in Carter County proper. Go to the grocery store. It's not cheap now, unfortunately, but it's getting better, I think. But nonetheless, it costs to feed folks, and so that money you would give to them would help feed these seniors, right?
Correct.
So,
Yes.
so you have give me some agency would showcase little people.
Yeah, so that would be our Boys and Girls Clubs. And, they really focus on that mentorship piece. So, and making sure that they have a healthy snack, they have a safe place to go after school. And, a lot of these parents, we focus on our Alice families, and those are working families. So the parents are at work when they get off school and they need somewhere for those children to go. And they all do a sliding scale. So it's affordable childcare for those families.
Yep. And we know this from dealing with the agencies that feed kids, that a lot of these kids, particularly on the weekend, they go home and for whatever the reason is, the situation, they don't get a lot to eat, which is very unfortunate. So this will help put snacks in these kids' bellies, and so that helps the little people out too. So your money that you give, either you can earmark it to an agency, or you can say, I'm just going to throw it in the pot and it goes where it needs to go. We got $1 million campaign. When did the campaign start?
So it started August 1st,
Okay.
and it'll end December 31st.
31st. So we got roughly 4 or 5 months to bring in $1 million. Last year, $850,000, and we hit it. And so now she's going to stretch it a little bit more, and so we need your help. Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties are the counties we serve here at East Tennessee Island United Way. What's the most gratifying part of this job for you?
I think really just seeing our nonprofits thrive. I mean, they're the ones providing those direct services, in the community. They're the boots on the ground. So being able to come alongside them and help them do that is just, it's really neat to see when their programs are successful and they can tell us those wins that they've had.
There you go. So as far as the tournament, have they all took off? They're started now?
Yes, they're
Okay.
off and
You fed them?
and started.
You fed them, watered them?
Yes, and thank you to Chick-fil-A and
Yep.
Liz Betson for donating the lunch.
Tommy Tipton. He's
Yes,
awesome.
Thank you.
So he's fed them. They're off and running. And so last year, Mapes was the champ. They're back to defend their crown. So what would you say, 16 teams, wasn't there, this year?
Yes,
16?
we got 2 more from last year. So
That's awesome. So you're doing a great job. Talk about, before I let you go, who else helps you in the office? Who's your staff?
yeah, so we've got a great staff. Seth Heiss is our director of marketing. We've got Gabriella Omniano and Kim Schlager in our community outreach section. Kat Latham is still working with Hurricane Helene, and Luke Smythe is our finance director. So we've got a great team.
Social media, again, one more time. We want to get it. That's why I'm out here, to get folks get involved, whether you're a corporation or an individual. Again, I'm going to hit it one more time. I don't have a lot of money. I can give $25 a month. What's that going to do for you? I can give $50 a month. That's $600. What would that do for United Way?
Yeah, so if you're looking at $25 a month, you're looking at some really healthy snacks for our kids. If you look at $50 a month, you're going to be looking at more meals for our seniors.
And companies, like Andrew started the show, that's why we're here at Carter County Bank. He's, his employees, they give them some incentives inside the bank to have days off, get this, get that, if we give to United Way. So they can do that. When you do a company, what is the average that they give an employee?
I mean, really, we do fair share. A lot of our employees do fair share, which just means they're giving a hour of pay per paycheck. And so it's a really simple way to understand, everybody doing their fair share, and a little bit goes a long way.
There you go. Appreciate you. One more time, social media, how we get a hold of you?
Yeah, just look up United Way of East Tennessee Highlands. You'll find us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn.
Thank you, dear.
Yep.
Appreciate you bunches. Like coming out here and helping this young lady, because they're helping you all. You're helping us here in Carter, Washington, and Johnson counties with United Way. Hello, Tim Poteet. Thank you. We're going to come back after this and close it out right after this time out. We're on the road here, Elizabethton Golf Course, and the Tom Daly Sports. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get
Yes,
there.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled. So that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And we're back here again with the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're going to wrap it up. We always do the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and today, of course, no different. Always a great daily reminder that he is always with us, out front of us, running interference for us, with our best interest at heart, all the while promising he will never turn his back on us. What comforting thoughts it is. He's always with us, out front of us, running interference for us, with our best interest at heart, all the while promising he will never turn his back on us. What comforting thoughts. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for loving us that much. The verse of Deuteronomy 31:8 says, the Lord himself goes before you, will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Hit that bell. With his unconditional love for each of us, why would we be afraid or discouraged? Good point. With his unconditional love for us, isn't care what you've done. With his unconditional love for us, why would we be, let me say it again. Why would we be afraid or discouraged? Good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Back again on Monday. We'll be back at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Tuesday we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit, the Quest for Perfect Barbecue. Next Wednesday we'll be at Blakely Mitchell Men's Clothing Store in Bristol. Next Thursday we'll be at Cannon's Final Home Furnishings for the big Labor Day sale. And next Friday we'll kick off the weekend. Get ready for high school football. The opener for the Cyclones will be at Food City and Gray. So again, thanks to Leslie Dalton for coming out here with the East Tennessee United Way. East Tennessee Highlands, I should say, United Way. And of course, Andrew McKeon, our buddy from El Presidente from Carter County Bank. Thank you both of those folks and the agencies that came by. We appreciate that too. That's why we're here. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll rejoin you again Monday. Again, Cyclone scrimmage tonight at 6 o'clock. Free and open to everybody against Union, Virginia. Good test to see how our football team stacks up. It's the only home scrimmage we got. Because this is it. The next Friday night, Monday starts game week prep. Next Friday night's the season opener against the Scienceau Hilltoppers and veteran coach Stacy Carter. I love Stacy Carter. He's a great guy. Had the privilege of calling his games when I was at Sullivan South, and he was at Sullivan South. So had the utmost respect for Stacy Carter and his program. And so it'll be a great matchup next week. The 102nd meeting of our Cyclones and the Scienceau Hilltoppers. Got a busy week next week. Tuesday night we got volleyball against Science Hill, the season opener. Next Thursday, game 2 of the Fighting Cyclones of Tia Duggar, taking on the Indian Trail Hawks out of Johnson City at Citizens Bank Stadium next Thursday night. The next Friday night, Eddie Pless, yours truly, will bring it to you, cranked up and ready to go. The Cyclones and the Scienceau Hilltoppers. Again, Thursday night, Joseph will help me again. Joseph Taylor's awesome. He's hilarious. Joseph Taylor and London Taylor do a great job. And so we'll be back with you for that. So a busy week next week. 5 shows and 3 games, and it's what we do. So thanks for being with us. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Till we rejoin you again on Monday, we'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,553 on our way to 2,600 shows today from Elizabethton Golf Course, promoting the East Tennessee Highlands organization with United Way and Carter County Bank. See you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. If you don't have a church home, come visit us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on Watauga Road in Elizabethton. If you don't have a church home, we'd love to have you come visit. A lot of folks are joining. We love that because Mark Fowler preaches the gospel. We'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great week.